welcome back, guys. We are here with the Out of the Closet podcast and Sarah HARTSHORNE. She's with Scorpio Moon Readings, and we were just talking about human design, and we're going to tell you how human design can help you make better choices in your life. Sarah, how can human design help us?
Yeah, so other than knowing your energy type, which we just covered, if you can also find out let me start over.
That's okay.
Other than knowing your energy type, the other big thing that you want to know is your decision-making authority. So, society tells us we all should be making decisions from our brain by weighing the pros and cons and doing all this analysis. But actually, what's crazy is nobody should be making decisions from their mind. Your mind is just here to help you know to not touch that burner because it's hot. But actually, you have, like, for example, a generator is going to use their sacral chakra, which is their gut, to actually make decisions, in the moment, what is right for them. So there's like 7 or 8 different ways that you could be making, possible combinations. So different authorities, if you will. And most generators have a sacral authority. And the way that you use that is, instead of, like, if you're trying to figure out what you want to go eat for dinner, for example, instead of like trying to use your mind to say, well, that restaurant's closer, or I know I've tried that one before. Instead of using your mind, just check in with your gut and see, like, and even like asking yourself questions or having someone else ask you yes or no questions. And so somebody says, okay, do you want Chinese food? And then it's almost like this bubbling up sensation from your gut of, like, either or and you just know in your gut what you want to do, like if you don't want to do it, or if you do want to do it. And so a generation,
my gut always says yes to pizza.
yeah, mine too. So really, it's just like checking in with that gut sacral energy to see what you want to do, because it's like instinctively if something feels right or wrong to you, and that's coming from your sacral. It's not coming from your mind. Might be telling you something else, but really you should be listening to your gut. Another common authority, and this is one that I have, is called an emotional authority. And an emotional authority person should not be making decisions in the moment. They actually need to ride out like this emotional wave. And the bigger decision it is, the longer they need to wait to make that decision from an emotionally neutral place. So as soon as I found that out, it has saved me from so many, like, instant purchases that I would have been making. And what I find is, yesterday I was so excited about buying this like $100 juicer, and then the next day I was like, I don't want that. Why did I think I wanted that? So and that's just with online shopping. Just imagine, like, with deciding if you should marry this person or buy this house or have this baby. I mean, you definitely need a lot more time than just sleeping on it. So but I'm telling you, it just changed my life to find out, like, it's okay that I actually need more time than other people to make decisions, because again, society's conditioning us, like, use your mind and be able to make that decision as quick as possible. But that's not right for everybody.
Right. I completely understand that.
Yeah. And and then there's several other different ways that people make different decision making authorities. But so if you reach out to me, you can find me on my Instagram, Scorpio Moon Readings, and you can book a reading with me, and I'll look up your chart and I'll tell you your energy type, and I'll tell you your decision making authority, and I'll also do some highlights from your astrology chart as well. And I'll even do like a little mini tarot reading for you. And so all of that is for one person is my rate is like $60. But if you mention this podcast, I will give you $10 off. So I'll do it for $50. So
I mean, that's an incredible rate. And I will tell you guys, it's so much. First of all, you're going to want to just be Sarah's friend. So you're going to love that part of it too. But it's really amazing. You're going to give some information and Sarah's going to give you some information, and what you do with it could have profound effects in your life. It's all about what you choose to do with that information. So it's really easy to find Sarah. You can go to Instagram.com/ it's going to be Scorpio.moon.readings. So Scorpio Moon Readings. You can find her on Instagram. We'll also put all this information on the Out of the Closet podcast page. So we'll have information there. We'll have links to some of the things we talked about today, and you can see some photos of the human chart. Yeah, I looked online, and because I really didn't know what human design was. And you know, from somebody that I grew up in a religious household too, but I'm open-minded. I like to keep my mind open to the fact that there could be bigger things or different things that I'm not privy to. You know, this is not just like a generic astrology reading. It's not like a pre-recorded message. You know, you're giving your exact information. You're taking that information. And so are you plugging this into like a system? How does this work? Like once you get the information?
Yeah. There are certain websites you can go to and pull up somebody's chart. And again, the birth time is really important, but if you don't have it, not all is lost. We can still get some information out of it for you.
But why they should contact you though, so that way you can kind of read through the lines. Because when I've looked on like those chart things, and it gives me a lot of information, but I don't know. Really, it's hard for me to read through and understand.
And I've been trying to, understand my astrology chart for years just by like Googling little things. But I've actually found that like now I've become educated and officially taken a class in it. So now it is really complicated. So I would definitely suggest, I mean, you don't have to reach out to me to get a reading, but I mean, I would recommend that, but you could reach out to anybody and get a reading instead of just trying to understand it yourself. Cause it's like learning another language.
Well, I wouldn't endorse anybody else, only you, because I know you're going to do great work. And I also think that everybody can mention this podcast, like you said, and save $10 off your already cheap reading price, which I think is incredible. But it's because you're so passionate about it. You love it. And so we'll get information on that. But hey, look, we have had an amazing time talking about human design today. I know there's been a lot of people that are probably listening that have never heard about human design. So thank you for coming on the show.
Yeah, it was
thank you. And I was going to say, before you go, I do want to play a game with you if you have a chance or if you have a moment. All right, now this game is called Moons of Stars. All right. So what it is, I'm going to hold up some photos of some moons of some stars. Yeah, that's right. Famous butts. Oh, you're basically going to just tell me which celebrity each butt cheek belongs to, or buttocks belongs to.
Identify them by ass.
Yeah, basically it's really easy to do. Now, to make this game a little easier, if you need it, I'll give you a hint of a list of possible celebrities to choose from. But other than that, I just want you to do that. And for every guess you get right, you get 1 point. And for every guess you get wrong, you get minus 47. Okay? Got it?
Okay.
Honestly, the points don't matter. It doesn't really matter. I just wanted a reason to look at some celebrity asses, and this gave me a reason to do it. So thank you so much. Ultimately, the points don't mean anything. It's just a stupid, dumb game. But are you ready to play?
I'm ready. Bring on the book.
All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you and our listeners that want to watch the podcast at home at outoftheclosetpodcast.com. They can go there and watch what's going on. But I'm going to describe each of these butts to you because our listeners that can't see the photos need a description. So I'm going to hold up this first one. Now, this looks to be a meaty thigh and butt cheek, possibly of a man or a thick-thighed female. In the clothing that this person's wearing is tight khakis. They look to be non-pleated, and a white polo. Get a good look at that butt.
Okay, I literally thought they were gonna be like naked asses. I don't know why.
Oh, there might be.
Okay.
No, this one's got clothes on. Listen,
okay.
Some of these asses I couldn't find without clothes. I searched. I promise.
Okay, I'm gonna guess The Rock. Because that looks
The
like
Rock?
a rock ass, rock hard ass.
Oh, it does look like a rock hard ass. That is Bradley Cooper's ass.
Oh,
actually, Bradley Cooper
okay.
on that one.
Wow.
All right,
Yeah.
now how about this one? Now this one might be easy. This one almost looked like a boob at first, but now this one has, it looks like on the left butt cheek, or maybe, I think the left, I can't tell. On one of the butt cheeks, it looks like a marijuana leaf tattoo, and then like a tramp stamp, but it looks, I would say like a female shaped butt, possibly, but maybe not. And very smooth and looks very petite. Who would this be, do you think?
I'm gonna guess Miley Cyrus.
Ooh, close. Another pop star. This is Rihanna. Rihanna
A pot
apparently
star.
has star. All right. All right. Let me hold up. This is our next image. This is image number 3.
Okay,
This
wait.
is.
You?
Yes, this is a photo of me. No, it's not. I wish. I don't have that much contour. Gotta do some squats. Anyway.
Oh my God.
All right. So the photo I'm holding up is a naked. It looks like a male, but but it's slightly muscular, slightly trim, very white, very pale butt. But it looks like it's a vacation photo with an ocean in the background. Of course, you can't see the dong. You can just see the behind. Who might that be?
Well, this looks like a very confident person. I'm gonna have to guess. Oh shoot, I can't remember his name, but he played the doctor in those Marvel movies. What's his name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but no, that's not it. This is Justin Bieber. The
Oh
Biebs.
God, okay.
Yeah, there's the Bieber, and he kind of looks like he has a fairly manly butt in that photo. So
Oh boy.
good on the Biebs on that one.
The Biebs.
All right, this next photo. All right, now this photo is this one's gonna be challenging, I think, because this person is African American and shiny, and has a masculine build, I would say. I can't tell if it's masculine or feminine. And little straps going up. Who would you say this is?
I'm gonna guess Bob the Drag Queen.
Bob the Drag Queen. That would actually be a really good guess. This is Lil Nas X, the rapper.
Oh, I
Lil
have
Nas
no
X.
idea
This
who
is
that is. It's hard. I don't know most of these people. Well, I know.
All right.
Justin
Well,
Bieber.
let's see this one. Hold on. We're still in the game of Moons of Stars, where we're guessing the buttocks of celebrities. All right. Here's a celebrity. Now, this person looks to be a female.
Mariah
She looks
Carey.
like she has long blonde hair. Wait, let me finish the description. Now she has a seashell covering on her boob, but you can see a bare ass. It looks to be like there's dancers in the background.
Okay, and that looks
All
like
right, so
Snape in the background.
yeah, there's Snape in the background. Okay,
Okay.
who is this
I
celebrity?
Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey.
Mariah
Or
Carey.
Beyonce.
That actually would. I actually think both of those would be good guesses, but you'd be surprised to know this is Lady Gaga.
Oh, my favorite! I didn't know her ass.
Well, she was born that way. She was born that way. All right. What about this glittery ass? Okay, let me get the right lighting here. Okay, so this ass I'm holding up looks to be a female.
Wait,
it's
I
in a
feel like
sparkly,
I recognize that outfit.
sparkly silver outfit. It's very tight. A little bit of a larger booty, but very toned, I would say. And
Okay.
she looks medium size, I would say.
Okay, I'm going back to Beyonce again.
Beyonce on this one? Is that your
Yeah.
final answer?
Or
Oh, that's a
Mariah
close
Carey.
one. This is J-Lo. This is J-Lo.
I was in
Yeah,
the
that-
realm.
All right.
This
And
is
then how
hard.
about this one right here? All right, so this one, we have very muscular thighs, a
Oh, wow.
very thick, broad back side. It looks like a big butt, solid butt, I would say. Whose moon is this? What celebrity moon is this?
Hulk Hogan. Back in the
Hulk
day.
Hogan.
I don't know.
Well, he's definitely on the ropes. This is The Rock. So that is The Rock.
Shit!
There it is, The Rock. Yes.
I should.
And isn't he on your list? Isn't he on your list? Okay.
He's on my
Now,
list.
all right. Now here's your final moon of stars to ask. Okay, so here's the final one. This is looks to be a man possibly getting on a surfboard with tight, watertight pants, literally just going over the curves of the perfectly round bubble butt.
Well, I'll tell you
Who is
who
this?
I hope it is. I hope it's Pedro Pascal, but it probably isn't.
Ooh, Pedro Pascal. Now this person is a Texan. He could possibly
yeah.
be Texas's
Matt
next governor.
McConaughey?
All right. Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
There's a reason why I say the best for last. Good Lord, look at those cakes. Oh my goodness gracious. Not even your birthday. It's not my birthday, but look at all those cakes. Well, thank you for playing that stupid game called Moons of Stars. You got negative 347 points, but the points don't mean a damn thing. Thank you.
That's very close to my GPA.
Okay, good. Perfect. Thank you again to this podcast official astrologist and human design specialist, my sister from a different mister, my friend Sarah HARTSHORNE. Thank you for coming on the show. You can find Sarah on Instagram at scorpio.moon.readings. You can reach out to her there. You can schedule an astrological or tarot card reading and even have your own human design chart discussed with Sarah directly. It's that easy. It's Instagram.com/scorpio.moon.readings. And if you mention this podcast at the time of booking, that's the Out of the Closet podcast, you'll get $10 off your initial consult. So, and just so you know, we'll post any links to information from this segment, photos, all the discount information and more at outoftheclosetpodcast.com. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Woo, thank you.
Have a great rest of the week. Thank you for coming on. Beads, masks, and debauchery. All right, the gayest weekend in New Orleans should be on your rainbow bucket list if you haven't already attended. I'm talking about Southern Decadence in New Orleans, y'all. Let's the good times roll. Bon temps rouge. If you know about it, I'm sure you already have your own CD stories and fun memories about it. But for those that don't know, Southern Decadence is one of the most fun gay weeks/weekends in the United States and arguably the entire world. Southern Decadence is an annual 6-day event held in New Orleans, Louisiana by our gay and lesbian community in September, and it culminates in a parade through the French Quarter on the Sunday before Labor Day. The event traces its beginnings back to August 1972 as an end-of-year party among a group of about 40 to 50 gay and straight friends. They billed their event as Southern Decadence Party, come as your favorite Southern Decadent. And then the following year, a small walking parade occurred, and the year after that is when participants met in the French Quarter to show off their costumes, and then they walked back home. Southern Decadence, or Decadence as it's commonly known by participants, is marked by parades, bead tossing, street parties, dance parties. In these ways, it resembles New Orleans Mardi Gras. However, Southern Decadence tends to be much more sexual in tone and generally geared towards more upscale, mature revelers. There are dick dancers at every bar. You see a lot of things you thought you'd never otherwise see in public. Decadence crowds in the quarter typically match or exceed Mardi Gras crowds. So we're talking about a lot of people. And most events take place around the French Quarter neighborhood at the intersection of Bourbon Street and St. Anne. Of course, this was pre-COVID, but single-day crowds have reached well over 250,000 attendees from all across the nation and all across the world. In 2018, the city of New Orleans estimated that there was also over $250 million worth of positive economic impact for the city. Us gays come to spend money, hunty. Now, Decadence caters primarily to gay men, but it's still lesbian, trans, queer questioning friendly. It's very inclusive. Dykes on Bikes and other lesbian groups often participate in the annual parade in the French Quarter. And each year, the Southern Decadence weekend has a fun theme. Listen to some of the fun themes they used to have. Okay, in 1988, they had a theme called Plagues, Pests, and Parasites. And then they had a theme called Voodoo That You Do. They had another one called Ancient Truths, Lies, and Sacrifice. This one's funny. They had one called Hurricane, The Year They Blow Back. The theme for 2018 was House of Bourbon, Unleash Your Beast. And my favorite has to be the 2019 theme, which was called Fruit Salad, Come Toss a Good Time. And the official colors for that year were polka dots and pinstripes. Since the 2020 Southern Decadence weekend was canceled during COVID, there are still plans to host the 2021 event this Labor Day with social distancing guidelines in effect. The theme and colors for 2021 will still be announced in June. Along with the 2020 COVID cancellation, the only other time Southern Decadence has ever been canceled were because of hurricanes. There was Gustav in 2008 and the horrific damage left from Katrina in 2005. And as always, because some people just can't have fun and let others live their lives, each and every year, religious and conservative groups have rallied against this festival. In fact, in 2003, there was a formal petition filed to have the event terminated, handing over videos of dozens of men engaging in quote unquote public sex acts. There were examples of men exposing themselves to others for beads, similar to the way women have long exposed their breasts for the traditional Mardi Gras, balcony toss beads. So anyway, the complaints led to a vocal response from business owners and the hotels in the areas in support of the festival. And ultimately, the police posted notices clarifying what constitutes as public sex. I need to see if I can find those and put those on our website. But get this, and this is rich and par for the course. Par for the homo-hating course, I'd say. The pastor who spearheaded, videotaped, and filed that petition, his name was Grant Storms. He was later arrested in February of 2011 after being caught masturbating in a public park. Okay, all right. This year, the festival organizers say hopefully Southern Decadence will be back, bigger and better than ever. However, the festival will abide by social distancing guidelines and follow rules set forth by the state and the city of New Orleans. But they're hopeful for a full weekend of events, activities, live music, dancing, drinks on Bourbon Street, all the good stuff. And if you have never been to Southern Decadence in New Orleans, you must go. It's definitely a one-of-a-kind experience. It's a great place for a group trip with all your gay squirrel friends, a raunchy and seedy getaway with your better half, or you can go at it alone and have the time of your life. Basically, the more open-minded you are, the better. This is definitely not an event weekend for prudes, okay? Do not go there if you're a prude. You are gonna see some shit, okay? Some of it you can't unsee. And some of it you never want to forget, okay? But either way, it's a great, gay, fabulous weekend and always a blast. You can check out the events website at southerndecadence.net. You can get visitor tips on planning your next trip. You can see photos from past festival weekends, and you can purchase a weekend pass and check out all the schedule of events. That's southerndecadence.net. Let's pinch the tails and suck the heads together, y'all.
It's Mystica Masala, owner of the most famous drag queen food truck and the winner of the Great Food Truck Race on Food Network. Now you can get my extremely tasty Mystica Masala spices and spice blends. The same spices we used in my award-winning dishes, featured on Food Network, even my famous tikka masala blend and my savory and spicy tandoori blend. Plus, my free recipes on the back of every package. Just log on to dragfoodtruck.com. That's dragfoodtruck.com. Enter OOTC at checkout for 15% off.